say, somewhere in the future.
That would be pretty crazy.
Like the spy from Red Alert 2.
That'd be so crazy if it was just like, you see a bunch of units, it's almost like changelings or spies, yeah. And it's just like, wait a second, those aren't my units.
That would be great fun.
Yeah, that would be kind of crazy.
Yeah. It would be fun to make as a mod, I think, when mod tools are released. It's, guys, make spies, or something like that, or morphlings, or whatever you like to call them.
Yeah, something, that would be crazy, yeah, something for goo.
Yeah.
Just like a little person running around. Which I guess, never mind.
Alright. On the left side, we've got Sardine, our goo player. And
in the southwestern position, the current King of the Hill for GameReplays.org, GGReplays.com, King of the Hill Season 1, it is the Red Human Zlex.
Yeah, well, I'm impressed by Zlex, I have to say that. I mean, winning so much games with so much confidence. I mean, come on, man. Who can beat him?
Even though he hasn't, like, won every series 2-0 or anything like that, he has still just been dominating since he first showed up, taking down Verdi 2-0, taking down Sarcasm 2-1, taking down ZX Ganon 2-1, and now he's in another best of 3. And actually, good,
one shot left.
Yeah, if that Drover would have gone down, that's such a big problem for Goo.
Yeah. Well, the regeneration on the Goo unit is insane though, so he will be up to full HP in any second.
Yep, and Zlex goes immediately into the factory. Now a small Protean is being broken off for Sardine. He's not going super crazy eco trying to go up to 2 mothers right away.
Yeah, most people like to do that. Well, small Protean, which will be early harassment. I like what's going on here.
And of course, small Protean's one of the fastest ground units in the game. It's tied with a couple of other units, the Drover being one of them, for the fastest ground unit in the game. So I know they've been causing some people some trouble. Some people don't think that small Proteans should necessarily have a movement speed of 150 or anything like that.
Yeah, it's 150 indeed.
Yeah, Zlex heads into the main base, and based on where the Drover was earlier on, he knows where his opponent spawned. But now that he moves in there, he's like, oh, there's no Mother Goo there. And that's, of course, because Sardine is moving out around the map. He's trying to get that Mother Goo up.
Oh, 1 HP left on that Rover.
Oh, my word, again?
Again.
That control from Sardine, man. Although now he's kind of caught in a corner if Zlex actually notices.
He misses it, though.
Rough.
Rough indeed. And I have to say, the Mother Goo just moving all over the map. Is he going for some sort of all-in here?
I mean, he could be. He could also just be trying to make as much use of these kind of 13 pools as possible. He's got another small Protean out on the map. He's currently Harvester harassing Zlex in his main base. And Zlex, I mean, he's got 2 factories, but his production just is not very good.
No. I mean, the Mother Goo is just closing in. Whenever he gets into the main base, it could be GG right away.
Yeah, small Proteans have really bad DPS versus buildings because they don't really have any penetration, but Mother Goos, they've got pretty good damage versus buildings. And with more and more small Proteans being built up on the map, I mean, with so few units, Zlex is going to have a hard time actually holding this off. Finally, the anti-heavy Sentinel is coming down.
Yeah, will it be in time though? I mean, Mother Goo almost dead. 3 small Proteans in his base.
Yeah, this is a lot of splitting potential for Sardine, a lot of things to micro around with the fast speed and the melee attack, so it's going to be coming down to Zlex's control and these anti-heavy Sentinels.
Wow, the anti-7 are going down so fast.
Yeah, and both of the Tridents getting caught, there's not really any hope for them to escape. One of them goes down oh so quickly, the other one is getting tanked as well. Now this Mother Goo, if it goes down, that would have... it's not going to be going down, and there's a transform into Striders.
Yeah, it's a kind of all-in rush by the Goo player.
Yep. And this is why a lot of people don't like the Goo. Now there's one more anti-heavy Sentinel coming online for Zlex, but at this point, if this one anti-heavy Sentinel kills everything for Sardine, that'll be what we call a throw by Sardine.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, even at this point, Sardine...
87 HP, oh, 96.
Oh my word, this Mother Goo is playing with fire.
Come on, shoot the Mother Goo, man. You can win right here, 80.
Oh
60.
my word, he's actually getting her down pretty far.
Oh man, come on, transport it, kill it.
He is actually dealing with the Striders now that they're in kind of slower numbers. But the anti-heavy sentinel, the second one, if it comes online, the GG comes out, and Sardine is pretty much a done. Maybe I don't know.
One shot. Oh, GG there.
Yeah, I don't know that he needed to commit so far with the Mother Goo. Like, he went in and he did his damage, and then he just didn't do anything after that. And the Striders were a nice move, but he could have gone out and started working on other things.
Man, I did not see Zlex winning that game. I was like, okay, 3 small Proteans in your base. It's hard enough to fend those off already. Then the Mother Goo on top of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why he committed so hard to the Mother Goo not leaving. I mean, that's, like, with the 2 anti-heavy sentinels and so few Striders, that's the point where it's just overwhelming DPS from Zlex. So it's like, you're going to be losing there, and you do stand a chance if you get out to kind of make your way back, but he wasn't able to shut down the second refinery of Zlex, so Zlex had that constant income of that 10 cred a second in the back of his base.
Yeah, well, that saved him. I think if Sardine just closed down his economy, he would have won that game.
Yeah, that's what he started to do, but he never did anything about the economy in the back. He was just worried about the stuff in the front.
Yeah.
I mean, he shut down all of the units so hard, and then he started trying to go for the factory, which is nice, but a lot of times you'll see some of the other Goo players, they'll be attacking the economy, they'll be attacking what they need, and then as soon as a unit pops out, they'll send a Goo over there to lock it down as soon as it pops out, and then while the units are building, that 20 seconds while they're building, they're attacking other things.
Look, right now, the other match, I'm just setting it up, and this is a Goo map. A Goo map for sure.
Ah, barricade run.
It is indeed.
Yes, this is the, well, if they spawn in the south with those 3 spots in the cliffs the way they are is just like so Goo favored. Well, maybe it's not, but I feel like it is. The southern spawn, maybe not as much, just because the cliffs work out a little bit differently, but with the... I know when I was playing, it was a 2v2, it was actually with Zlex. I was just abusing that kind of southern spot with the artillery, because that entire southern, like, part of the map is basically just cliffs that you can hide away in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even sure how Zlex can win this game. This map favors Goo in so many ways. The only way he can win if he's close, like bottom, top. That's the only way I can see him win.
Yeah, of course, if Zlex is able to get his first trident into Sardine's base, he can do some pretty good damage to the Goo if Sardine's not paying attention.
That is absolutely true. Alright, let's launch this game into maybe the last match from tonight.
Yeah, I think Sardine, maybe we'll try to see him play it out a little bit longer, or go for a little bit better of a well-thought-out all-in. It's not so much that this was super bad. I think he could have gone maybe one more small Protean before moving in with his Mother Goo, or moved in with his Mother Goo and then left. There's other options there that he could have gone for.
Well, I don't think he should have committed with the Mother Goo at all.
I think he could have gotten away with some damage with the Mother Goo, but yeah, that commitment was just too much.
Yeah, but why would you want to commit your HQ? Why do you want to do that? It doesn't make sense in my eyes.
Just because of the damage output.
Yeah, but it's not needed, I think. Alright.
Oh.
Wow, indeed.
Spawns, man.
Indeed. On the top, Zlex, our current king. 1-0 in this series against...
In the south, the Goo player, he's blue. He is Sardine.
You gotta love how the Goo looks, though. I mean,
Like, even on all low settings, the mother goo looks pretty cool.
Yeah, he does. Well, last series I streamed the match in lowest settings, and I just discovered that it doesn't matter at all. Even if I play on ultra or on low, my frames per second are exactly the same.
Huh. That is weird.
It is weird indeed. Well, during early and mid game I've got like frames per second around 40, 50, 60, maybe even higher, and during mid game it will be around 30ish, which is not that good considering I have a pretty beastie computer, but
Yeah.
they told me they're optimizing it, so
Yeah. Which is one of those things that even like you see big game studios, AAA publishers like Ubisoft have really badly optimized games. So it's not too big of a surprise when a smaller studio, oh, the stutter step from Zlex, it's not actually working. He was trying to stutter step all cutely there. And unfortunately, this Drover is caught in a bad position.
oh, he will get it. One shot left.
Oh,
Yes. Oh, there he goes.
yes. If he could have gotten a little bit of that regen, he could have survived one more shot. But Zlex opening up one refinery into factory into another refinery. So he's going for that safety factory like we saw him do in the previous series versus ZX Ganon. Now Sardine isn't moving his mother around like we saw as much in the other one. He's breaking off. Okay, so he went double, well, the equivalent of like double refinery with the second mother goo.
Double mother.
Yeah.
As if one mother chasing you is not bad enough yet.
Yeah. It can be rough, but again, with how many cliffs are on this map, I mean, of course, there's the brush that units can hide in, but of course, along the southern part of the map, even if that one mother, the mother in the very south position, even if she starts taking a little bit of fire, she can just escape to the other side of the map really quite easily and start harvesting over there.
Well, yeah, but Sardine knows that the human player cannot have that many units. So one small Protean, and you're fine. I mean, 4 drovers can easily kill off the units that the human player can send to you. So he knows he will be fine.
Yeah, of course, the problem is if you try to just engage with the mother goo by itself because of how slowly it moves. Now, Sardine is going to be splitting off a small Protean there from his very southernmost mother goo. And of course, if Zlex lets it, this mother goo, or this small Protean, will eventually catch up to that Trident.
3 against 1 Protean.
Yeah, he's trying to split his units. You saw he preemptively split them a little bit there, just in preparation for the upcoming engagement. But he didn't necessarily need that just yet. He's hiding in the brush, just waiting for that opportune moment.
Yeah.
And he's added on a couple more factories and an extra refinery.
Yeah, he's going for the eco build. Just cautious eco build. Like, build enough units, but make sure you not get outproduced by many mother goose.
Yeah, you can see by the way he's adding on like 1 refinery, 1 factory, 1 refinery, 1 factory. Now he's up to his 3 refinery. He's adding on a couple more factories because once he gets that eco rolling, I mean, that's 30 cred a second. He can spend quite a few of that on those low-tier units. Now the Tridents, they see the small Protean, moving out. And Zlex could actually get his economy camped a little bit here, but with 4 factory production, that's going to be hard for 1 small Protean to shut down.
Yeah, that's nearly impossible. He just probably wants to kill some harvesters and that's it. Oh dear, not paying attention there. I mean, there's not much he can do now.
Yep, Zlex needs to split his units. You can
oh,
see
he didn't even morph
there.
his units. Oh, come on, man.
Ooh.
Or how do how do you say that? Morph? That's something from StarCraft.
I mean, I think it's still morphing. I'm not actually sure what, like, the lore correct term is. Oh, this mother goo actually would have had enough to produce a small Protean, but she actually lost that extra bit of HP. However, Zlex, the stutter step is not good enough. He's going to lose all 3 of these Tridents, which buys that extra bit of security for one of the mother goos. Now, the mother goo in the very southernmost position is going to be taking a little bit of fire, maybe. Oh, he splits it off into a small Protean. Zlex needs to split, otherwise he's just going to be overwhelmed. Nice control by Sardine there, locking down pretty much everything.
I'm not sure about the Striders though. Why not building Drovers?
I'm not actually sure. I build Striders so infrequently, like